Okay. So for Cairo, was there a agreement? Was Tyler supposed to be his father? Did you ask Tyler specifically, hey, although this is a sperm donor situation, I'm married, I still want you to play father to this boy that we had together? Like, make it plain to us, how did Tyler go from sperm donor to father?
Yeah. No, he was not supposed to be a father to Cairo. I planned to have this child with a woman. I didn't I didn't feel the need like Kai needed a father figure. Like I have my dad. I have a lot of male friends. So no, he was not supposed to be a father figure. However, things were rocky between me and my now ex-wife. And she left very early on in after Cairo's birth. Um,
Hey guys, welcome to Little Blackbird 91. Listen, we're doing a quick live. It's crazy. I can't lie to you. Listen, let me be honest with you. First and foremost, Tyler owes her some money. Okay? He owes some bread. He owes CS. And she gonna get it. Okay? Alright? First and foremost, I wanna let you know Tyler's a liar, a manipulator, a gaslighter. Okay? Alright? He's all those things. Tyler is all those things. A liar, a gaslighter, a cheater. He is all those things. Okay? Alright? So I am not going to downplay his role in this situation. But remember a few days ago, I did a live with the man them, and I took some clips. Well, I took about 3 or 4 hours to go back through all the other clips, all the videos that they did, right? So I said, I want to go back though. I want to go and watch the videos and everything like this, right? We already know Tyler's a liar. So there's nothing else to prove about Tyler. Tyler owes her bread, okay? The first kid is a little bit, the twins, he owes money. It's simple as that, okay? Simple as that. Owes money. But I said this last time. And if you haven't gone and watched it, I would advise you guys to go and watch Married 10 Years review. She did like a three hour breakdown. Amazing. Loved it. Can't lie to you. Was sick. I think you should go and watch it. I'm going to say something. Here's my thing. I think Tyler's a liar, gaslighter, cheat. He did that with Ashley. He also did that with Bri. Okay? He lied to Bri. He lied to Ashley. But in amongst all of that, a liar met a liar. Can I be honest with you? A liar met a liar, because whilst I believe Tyler also lied to Bree, and he will pay because he's gonna owe money because he's got kids. Okay, Bri's a whole liar herself too. Baby, your wife didn't just leave you. Number two, you were abusing her. Number three, okay, you allowed Tyler to fight for custody knowing that you were trying to X out your ex, right? You guys knew each other from friends beforehand and were having threesomes. There's lies going on. I'm sorry, there's stuff going on that's lying, okay? All right? And we've now roped in your mother to come online and say some things too as well. Like, you know, and it's become a big circus, right? We already know Ashley's also lying because she's covering for Tyler. And I'll say less lying from Ashley, but more of a case of she doesn't know the full story. So what's she backing up? You know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense. And I think, listen, we know it's about the kids. We're not going to dispute that, okay? Tyler owes her bread, okay? That 30K that he owes her, he gon' pay. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to fight about it. I'm not going to argue about it. He lied to her. It's as simple as that. He lied to Ashley. He lied to Bri. He's lied to his friends. He's lied to everybody. I'm not going to deny that, okay? All right? I'm not going to lie that. But my thing is this. You know, when we're obviously going back through some of the other reviews, we'll go back through it. So, okay, so let's start here. Before we do, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you for joining us again today, because let me just say this now. It's crazy, okay? All right? It is crazy, okay? This is the battle of the sperm donors. Crazy Nadunya. All right, cool. Let's just quickly again. I want you just to hear this really quickly, what she said. Okay.
Tyler was supposed to be your donor for.
Okay.
Against me and my children specifically. So I'm not reaching out to comment, or I'm not responding to commenters or people in my DMs. It's specifically what Tyler is saying, or people in his inner circle are saying on his behalf. And unfortunately, now Ashley is saying.
And rightfully.
So first and foremost, she's right. Listen, first of all, Tyler lied, okay? All right? Them kids are not sperm donors. Okay, the first one could be counted as sperm donor, but the twins, y'all were hunching. Okay, y'all were hunching. Okay, all right, y'all were hunching. But I want to say this though. I want to go back. Okay, because we have to be able to understand where we're coming from in order to go forward, right? For instance, let me just go into my notes. Okay, so when she said obviously her ex left, right? Let's play what the ex actually happened. Let's see what happened to the actual ex.
From this. Also, in no way, shape, or form is this in any hopes of Tyler or Ashley coming around and being a part of the kids' lives. Because for me, after everything that's transpired, that's just
Get into the nitty gritty. Why did you ever even feel the need to come to social media and say anything?
Yeah. So when the show first aired, I knew when it was going to air. There was like posts that Netflix had posted.
Sit down. It's just about clarity.
My children or me. So when it was said like, yeah, I have kids, they're sperm babies. Okay, now I feel like I need to say something because that's a lie against me and my children specifically. So
she's absolutely right. First things first, Tyler. I mean, second things second. Tyler is a whole damn lie because he did lie about the fact that there were sperm donor babies. He lying, okay? But we're gonna play some other clips.
I feel like it's important in order for me to move on from this and to clear everything up that I state the truth. So there was a time in which Tyler was one of my best friends. Even now, he's still the father of my 3 beautiful children. And considering that my intent here is not to bash Tyler. However, as a mother, I'm compelled to defend my babies and myself and attempt to protect them from a narrative that just must end. A narrative that is not only purely inaccurate, but unfair to my children and myself. So with that being said, here it is. Okay. In regards to our oldest child, Cairo, Tyler was initially only supposed to be helping me and my ex-wife. He was helping us conceive. It was understood that Tyler was not supposed to assume a father role in Kai's life, hence my ex-wife's name being on the birth certificate. Shortly prior to me giving birth to Cairo, my ex-wife left me and moved back to her home state of California.
Let's pause right there. She said her ex-wife just up and left her, After conceiving a whole child, the ex-wife just up and left her. Yeah? Just up and left her. The ex-wife just suddenly up and left her. Now, by the way, if you're joining us, we already know Tyler is a liar. We know he's a gaslighter. We know he's a cheat, okay? And he should be paying child support. So I don't want to argue about it in a chat if you're going to talk about it. If you say you only care about the kids, that's beautiful. I care about the whole story. I want to get more because a great job by Ricky and Jesse Wu. They've already blown the water apart with the child support situation, and Simone as well, Red Wine. They've already killed it. We already know Tyler owes money and he owes money for the kids. Simple as that. All right. We want to go further because since Bree came out, because she came out, what she ended up doing was that she brought other people into the story because now your ex-wife had to come out, your grandma's coming, your mother's coming out, so more people are coming in. So now we need to analyze the whole story now. You know what I'm saying to you? If she had stayed in her corner, we won't be able to have this story. But since she came out, and she came out what she did, it's opened a whole bunch, a whole window. Now, she said obviously her ex-wife situation. She said the ex-wife just upped and left. Okay, cool. So let's go to actually the ex-wife and see what she actually said happened in the situation about up and leaving. Whether she up and left or whether this was actually a different scenario to what she said. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay,
you're in California and you were in DC for how long?
We lived in Maryland about 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so 3 or 4 years. And I guess just while I'm waiting for her to come back, can you just give us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for being here and joining us. Still waiting on Ricky to come back, but thank you so much for joining us. So can you just let us know basically who you are? We know that you're the ex-wife, but I want to give you your opportunity to introduce yourself and tell us what the background is as far as you and Bree and Tyler are concerned. How did you all come to know each other?
Okay, so I met Bri in the Army. And
Bri, okay.
Yeah, that's how you say her name. I met Bri in the Army. When we got in a relationship, her and Tyler were already friends.
Okay.
And as our relationship developed, we all became really close friends. It was a group of guys in Bri that all hung out together and me. They used to come to our house all the time. And we had my daughter we were raising together, who was, helped me raise her between 10 months and 3 years old.
Hold on. Okay, you're good. Can you see everybody, Ricky?
I can.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. So Deshauna just giving us the background of how she came to meet Bri and Tyler. So go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. So Bri was helping me raise my daughter from 10 months old to 3 years old. And we couldn't go to the club with them all the time, but they would come to our house and pregame for the club.
Okay.
They would play basketball together, all that. We were really tight. Thanksgivings, everything. These are the only people we ever spent time with. I did know Tyler's ex-fiance. He wanted me to get close with her, but I also knew that he was cheating on her every weekend. And I mean every weekend with different women because him and his ex-fiance didn't live together.
Hold on. Is that the fiance that everybody found the profile for?
Yes.
And the one that said that she came to the gender reveal, but she thought that he was just strictly a donor, but she didn't know that he was cheating on her with Bri.
She didn't know that Bri's baby was his baby.
Okay, so let's pause right there. First and foremost, let's just talk about this first and foremost, right? Let's break this all the way down, okay? Because in reality, the situation, right? I said this on another video, but because I didn't want to talk too much because I wanted the men to talk. In the situation, right? Bri has called Tyler her best friend. Okay, her best friend. Bri called Tyler her best friend. I want you to see that because it's manipulation that is also happening here, right? You call someone your best friend. Do you not know do you not know if they've had a conversation with their partner about whether they were allowed to have this sperm donor child or not? Did we not think to ask? Do we not think to say, hey, bro, listen, you know me, you're good friends, right? Is it okay? Do you know why she didn't ask? Because they were probably hunching before then. They probably didn't ask because they were probably hunching before then. Right? Probably Bex because she was hunching before then. Because we are in a situation where, and Deshaun's going to expose it a bit more for us now, the ex-wife, this is the ex-wife you don't know, this is the ex-wife who notices certain behaviors from her wife at the time, right, Bri. So remember, and they also had two donors, right, two donors. So why choose Tyler, who's engaged? Was the other person engaged? Were they single? Were they free? Like, what was their situation? Why was it that Tyler was chosen? I get it, it's your best friend, but you know that he's got a situation, you know. You know that already.
Okay, continue.
But where did I even leave off? Yeah, so he was cheating on her pretty much every weekend, if not just the Friday and Saturday. And us being the friend group, you know, we're the two girls in the group, but this is a group of guys. So he's coming back and telling us all his stories and sexcapades and all these things. I told Ricky recently about these threesomes they used to have all the time. It was just a lot. I don't know how much detail I can go into, but he's been a menace.
Whatever you feel.
Now, if you don't know, later on, she asks Tyler about the threesomes, and Tyler comes and tells her that actually, at a point in time, our good sis Bri was watching the threesomes but never done anything. She sat in the corner and, you know, masturbated but didn't do anything. And I said, how? 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 You know what I mean? Like, so you sat in the corner while they're having threesomes and you didn't do it, you just masturbated. I said, okay.
Feel comfortable with sharing.
Yeah. Well, I'm an open book, so, and that's the only reason why I came forward. I just feel like the whole truth isn't coming out.
And that's why we want to talk about it, because the whole truth needs to come out. Because since Bri has come out, it's now opening up. It's now opened it up to what we have to have the whole conversation. Look, like I said already, if you want to have a conversation about the kids, I agree with you already. He should pay. He owes money, and he gonna get suckered out. He has to pay. It's as simple as that. At least for the twins. At least I got no problems. Okay, but now we here. We have to open up the whole shebang. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah.
Especially with my part in the story, but
Okay.
yeah, we had a friend in the guy friend group who liked to watch his wife have sex with other men. So, he would invite his friends over and they would play little striptease games, and then they would all have sex with her. When him and his wife broke up, he got another girlfriend who was okay with that, and they were doing the same thing with her. It got to the point, and I wanted to make a call before this to see if this is public record or not, but it was even investigated in the Army because the first wife got upset when he got the new girlfriend and reported that it was rape instead of her being consensual. So they had to do a whole investigation and all these things. So people know that these threesomes were happening.
This whole situation is freaking messy. So I want you to deep it, yeah? I just want you to deep it. Why would Bri want to choose someone like Tyler who's involved in all this craziness as a sperm donor? right? Why would Bri want Tyler to be the sperm donor, knowing he's involved in all these shenanigans? Did he even get tested? Because these shenanigans are kind of crazy for me. All these shenanigans are crazy for me. You get what I'm saying to you? You see what I'm saying to you? Like, why would you want to choose Tyler as your birth? I am not saying that Tyler is not a liar. He's a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. But she knew that before she got the kid. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
And they were
Oh my
recording.
gosh. This was happening while he was in the military.
No, when I met him, he was not in the military.
Okay.
But this is all happening while he's engaged.
So he was allegedly having threesomes when he was engaged.
Yes.
So pause. Hold on a minute now. So in this situation, he is engaged, cheating on his fiance, and now you want him to give you a sperm donor. That tells me that's what I'm saying to you. Like, and and obviously she didn't have a choice because she said that she was in an abusive relationship. So, but Bride's comfortable with that. And I'm saying this all to say that because of what's going to happen at the end of the situation. You get what I'm saying to you? I'm saying it all to say to see what's going to happen at the end of the situation because, you know, people are doing certain things. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? That's what I'm going to explain. Just so you get a bit better perspective.
Yeah. With our friend's wife and girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I did not think that my wife was participating in these. We would sit and have conversations about how crazy their life was and all the things that they would do. I did not know that she was a part of it. But everybody...
So in the situation, now she finds out that her wife, at the time, would have been a part of it before. So I'm guessing that's before they got married. I'm guessing that's not necessarily when they were married. That's what was happening. But before that, you know what I'm saying to you? I'm assuming that's before that, right? But now you know. Okay.
He keeps wondering how I knew something was up with Tyler and her. But as women, we know how you act when you like somebody. It's the way you look at them, and you might.
Let's go back that way. Before I don't want to skip this part. This part's really important. Hold on. This part's really important because what she's about to break down on this part, is she's about to break down. Okay, she's about to break down on this part the fact that in the situation, how Bri was acting with Tyler, what she had noticed. Now she has to take accountability for the fact she chose Bri, but she's now realizing where Bri is at, right? So this is what I'm trying to say to you. She didn't just leave. The ex-wife didn't just leave. She's seen things, right? So let's see what's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. With our friend's wife and girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I did not think that my wife was participating in these. We would sit and have conversations about how crazy their life was and all the things that they would do. I did not know that she was a part of it. But everybody keeps wondering how I knew something was up with Tyler and her. But as women, we know how you act when you like somebody. It's the way you look at them, and you might laugh a little harder at their jokes. You might touch them a little bit more. All those things are happening, and I'm watching their interactions, and I have questions. So even at I think it was her 30th birthday party I threw at my house.
So why did she have questions? Well, because our good sis Bri was actually feeling Tyler. Now the reason why this is important to the story is because, like I said, Bri told us that she's a lesbian and she was just having a moment. It was a moment, but it's not a moment. See, and that's what I'm saying to you. Like when someone, remember that we have to think of this as well too, right? Is that Tyler's a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. Okay, I want to say it again. Tyler's a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. I want to say it again. Tyler is a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. I want to say it again. He's a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. Simple as. Diabolical. But diabolical has met another person that can lie to, right? So the liar meets the liar. Because in this instance, right, she's playing it off like, not in a guan, it's because this is all happening as a child has come. So she's looking at it differently now, right? Because of course, Bri is meant to be a lesbian. So, at that point in time, in that instance. You're right. And Deshaun was looking at the wrong person. She kept on looking at Tyler, not Bri. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. She was. Because she was concerned about her competition. You know what I mean?
Our house, I pulled them to the side. I had some liquid courage, and I'm like, "What's going on with y'all? If y'all just be honest right now, like, I won't be mad. Like but I need to know what's happening." Yeah. And they denied it. Me and Bri had conversations about it at home. I just revealed that our relationship was abusive, and when I would bring that up, it would become abusive. So it got to the point where I just didn't ask anymore because she was saying how disrespectful I was to accuse her with messing with a guy when she is a lesbian.
Now let's pause it right there. Like I said, we got liars, abusers, cheats, everybody in this relationship right now. Okay, nobody's clean. This is why I said it would have been better for Bride just to and just go to court silently. It would have been better. It would have been better for her to keep quiet and go to court quietly and nail Tyler to the cross. Because now you come out. Now the ex-wife comes out and goes, "Well, you're not as clean as you think you are. I didn't just leave. There's a reason why I left." Do you know what I'm saying to you? You get what I'm saying to you? So in this situation, she's letting us know that when she did bring it up to Bri, now she's getting abused for just bringing it up. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So now, listen, Tyler and Bri are not the same level. They're not even close to being the same level, right? Because, of course, one has abandoned their kids. But what we're talking about is manipulation here. Playing these games, right? So, in this situation, the old girl has been, don't worry, Damien. No one's not Polly. Don't worry, it's not Polly.
And I seen that you commented that her statement that she released yesterday was the first time you've ever heard her admit that the twins at least were conceived naturally. Correct?
Yes.
So I'm gonna play the clip. She said this is the first time she ever heard Bri talk about the fact that the kids were conceived naturally. It's the first time she ever heard it. So the moment when Bri came out onto the screen to out Tyler is also the first time that she ever heard it about her own person herself. Can you imagine? See, all people are lying here. Look, the first time the ex-wife hears a story about actually hearing the truth about how it was conceived is now the first time. Because beforehand, she wasn't admitting it. Let's see what she's talking about here.
She flew back for Kai's birth, packed the rest of her things, and then moved back to California. My ex-wife and I originally planned and agreed to co-parent as best as we could across the country. But things were very, very rocky for us. Soon after, my ex-wife petitioned the court for full custody of Cairo. It was then that things started to shift. Tyler, as my best friend, was there for me, helping me through this extremely, extremely tough time in my life. And for that, I'll always be. It was then that things started to shift. Tyler, as my best friend, was there for me, helping me through this extremely, extremely tough time in my life. And for that, I'll always be thankful for him, and I wouldn't change a thing. Suddenly, one day I received a text from Tyler, and he asked me if I would be okay with him being a father to Cairo, because he did not want Cairo to be raised by a single mother as he had. So we spoke about this.
Okay, so as she said again, best friend, they agreed to co-parent. Where was co-parenting? Because we're not hearing co-parent from old girl. We're not hearing any kind of co-parenting from the ex-wife. Okay, we're not hearing any co-parenting from the ex-wife. Let me tell you why there's no co-parenting. Oh, no, because we're going to bring all their receipts today. There ain't no co-parenting, and it's not a we situation. Because we need to go back. Hold on now. We need to go back. Hold on. Let me get the clip up. There is no co-parent because... Okay. Okay, here we go. This is why there's no co-parenting, okay? There was no co-parent going on, yeah? Ain't no co-parent going on at all. Here we go.
He lost his job. She's like, Tyler, that's not even important. You still, just spend time with your kids and whatever. So I hope when he go to court this time.
All right, pause. If you don't know anybody who this is Bree's mum. Bree's mum obviously did a couple things on the internet. So this is Bree's mum, okay? This is Bree's mum. Now, I want to say it again. Tyler is a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. He lied to Bree. He lied to Ashley. He's lied to his friends. He's a liar, a cheat, and a gaslighter. We already know that. You know what I'm saying to you? And he will pay in court. Yes, he has to. There's nothing about that, okay? Because he signed up for it, especially with the twins, right? But this is Bree's mum, right? Talking about the situation, okay? All right, let's go.
She's not so nice.
Let me go further back. Actually, let me go further back.
Felt sorry
Okay.
for him.
Yeah.
When we posted the truth, he sent text messages saying he was going to kill himself and this will be his last day on earth and whatever he said. So I deleted the messages.
Right.
But that was so disrespectful. And Bri is very upset. And that hurt my feelings because he said those things like he was not their father, or like he was not in their lives, or like he wasn't at the hospital cutting an umbilical cords on the twins.
Right.
I just felt that was a new low for even Tyler, or him to say something like he spent holidays with his friends and their kids.
Right.
Like
Right.
that was a left him, how he will never be that person. He would always be there for his son and whatever. He left tears on my sofa in Louisiana. Sperm donors don't fly around the world to go visit their kid or to do whatever. It was only one child then. So he's trying to make it seem like it was lumped in, like these 3 kids. It was one kid when he stepped in. Cairo was a month and a half when he flew to Louisiana.
How old was Cairo, the first child? How old was Cairo, the first child? Hold on.
He stepped in. Cairo was a month and a half when he flew to Louisiana and cried and said all those things, and he'll never leave his son. I feel Tyler is worse than his dad, or at this point, I don't know if he lied or not. I feel, because he cried on demand. I feel he's worse than his dad because he said his dad was never there. Tyler has been there in these kids' lives for 7 years. And his dad, he says dad was never there, but when Tyler and Bri were living together, his dad did come to their house. And
Now, listen. Like I said, listen, first and foremost, Tyler is a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. I already told you this, okay? Tyler is a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat. And for lying about how he's going to unalive himself, that's some diabolical behavior, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. There is no getting him off the hook. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? And he'll get his. Because when they go to court, he gonna get his. You know what I'm saying to you? Now, the other aspect is this. Now, as she just said, right? What did she say? That Tyler has been there since when? No. Tyler has been since when? When was Tyler in there? Let's just listen one more time again. When was Tyler in there?
Louisiana. And cried and said all those things, and he'll never leave his son. I feel Tyler is worse than his dad, or at this point, I don't know if he lied or not. I feel, because he cried on demand. I feel he's worse than his dad. It was only one child then. So he's trying to make it seem like it was lumped in, like these 3 kids. It was one kid when he stepped in. Cairo was a month and a half when he flew to Louisiana.
So Cairo was only a month and a half when he flew to Louisiana. You're right, he's not doing sperm donor, but this also means that also if he wasn't doing sperm donor, why was he so involved in a month and a half? If it's not a sperm donor, why is he so involved so early? Whilst you still got a wife. Now, of course, we now know the ex-wife petitioned at the point in time. We know she petitioned. She wanted to get full legal custody, you know, because of this. Of course, the situation was at the time abusive, as she said. So she wanted to get full legal custody. So let's listen more.
I knew that, and I don't know how many gays are on here, but in the lesbian community, you're a gold star lesbian if you've never had sex with a man. I knew that she was not a gold star. I knew that she had a boyfriend in high school.
How many stars is she?
She's none. But she was intimate with him. When I first met her and our relationship got serious, she told me that the only way she would have sex with a man is to conceive a child. I told her that we did not have to do that. We could turkey baste her. We could go to a bank. There's other options. And she was adamant that this was something she was comfortable with. But
now so as you heard from her own lips, as she said that Bri wanted to have kids, if she was gonna have sex with a man, it was just to have kids. So who was using who? Who was using who? I'm not saying that Tyler is not. Hey, Tyler's culpable. He is culpable for what he's done. He cannot absolve him. But who was using who? If the only reason she'll ever have sex is to have a kid. Who's using who? Now, of course, the first child was a sperm donor child, and it then changed because he volunteered himself. That's on him. He has to be held accountable. And then the twins happen. The twins happen. Y'all couldn't go to a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had to be that you guys conceive it by the sex situation. You know what I'm saying to you?
That's years later, we end up having Cairo. Fast forward, she was told, in that conversation, she also mentioned she wanted to have 2 kids by the time she turned 30. So when it comes time for her to get pregnant, she comes to me, she says, 2 of my friends have volunteered to be our donor. Tyler was one of them. I told her I did not want a known donor. I wasn't comfortable with that, but again, it's an abusive relationship. I go along with whatever she says. It's her first child, like biological child too. So I just wanted her to have her experience how she wanted to have it.
So, old girl told her she doesn't want a known donor, and Bri was like, it don't matter what you want. Okay? It don't matter what you want. I'm gonna still get mines. And as she's describing, it is an abusive relationship. Now, should I not believe her? That is an abusive relationship? If we are willing to accept Bri's testimony as being true, should I not believe her when she says it was an abusive relationship? That's what I'm saying. Yeah? I'm just saying. Yeah?
We tried it.
So you wanted to go to a, because that's the whole thing too. It's like, why? Because he made it seem that you guys couldn't afford a donor. Is that true?
No, that's not the case.
Okay, so you wanted to actually go the strict route with this, go to a donor hospital and do all that. But she said no, she wanted to do it with.
Yes, she chose Tyler over the 2.
Now, why was she so insistent on Tyler? That's my question. Why was she so insistent on Tyler? Why did it have to be Tyler? Why does it have to be Tyler? Why can't it be someone else? Why couldn't it be the other guy? Why was it specifically Tyler? Okay? Now listen, don't get it twisted. Tyler, again, I want to say it for the 100th time, Tyler's a liar, a gaslighter, and a cheat, and he will have his day in court. He will have his day in court, and he will get nailed, I'm sure, because there's no getting out of that. Right? There's something deeper here. For me personally, the way that she's invested in Tyler is giving feelings. Feelings. I'm saying there's feelings involved. And when feelings are involved, manipulation can end up happening too. Just saying. Right? When feelings are involved, it can taint the way that you want to move in those relationships. Now, again, we know that Tyler lied to Bri. We know he lied to Ashley. We know he's lying all over across the board. But when I heard this original story, I said, nah, there's a liking. Because even your ex-wife is even noticing that you had an affinity towards him. You know what I'm saying to you?
Did she actually do it the turkey baster way?
Yes,
or did they start having sex?
So that's where it gets messy. The first two times, Tyler came to our house and he went in our bathroom downstairs. We had a half bathroom, and we gave him the cup. We had a whole contraption. Gave him the cup. He went in the bathroom, did whatever he did. He gave it to us. He would leave, and then we would go upstairs and finish the process. We did that 2 months in a row. Didn't work. I go out of town.
Hey!
He picks me up from the airport, and she goes in the bathroom. As soon as I come in the house, she goes to the bathroom. She comes out, pregnancy test, and she goes, "I'm pregnant." And I just broke down in tears because I already knew she cheated on me. I just knew. And again, abusive relationship. She cussed me out, went off. How dare you be upset that I am pregnant? You should be happy for me. This is our child, whatever.
So in the moment of her taking accountability for cheating on her, well, according to her, she got gaslit. Right? So in the moment where she wanted some accountability, our good sis Bri then ended up gaslighting this woman and telling her, why can't you just be happy for me? I've done it the right way. But as she says, there was only she's going to say it, there were only 2 turkey basers, but there was a third one suddenly, and when I went away, right? So, something's not quite right here. Right? Something's not quite right here. Something's not quite right here.
We go to urgent care to confirm the pregnancy because I've had a child before. I know at home test. Let's go to the see. She measures at 6 weeks pregnant. I wasn't out of town for 6 weeks.
Hey, how long were you out of town?
2 weeks at most. 10 days.
Hey.
And I bought the contraptions. I think it was called like a stork or something. It's an at-home conception thing. I don't remember having a third one. And she was like, no, we had an extra one. I found it under the sink. He gave it to me. We did it. Yeah.
So wait, so if you were only out of town for 2 weeks, is it possible that one of the turkey baster method sessions were?
No,
it's not
only because so we would do it and we were tracking, the fertility. You're fertile. I think it's 2 weeks before your period. So we would check. She didn't get pregnant. Then we did it again. She didn't get pregnant. So I know for a fact 2 times.
Every time you guys done the base.
So it's very simple. All right. Very, very simple in that situation. Someone's lying. So the reality of the situation is, right? The reality of the situation is, I think they were hunching. Because you didn't go and get another turkey baster. You didn't go and get another contraption. Y'all were hunching. Okay? Y'all were hunching. All right? And remember they had 3 coughs before this as well. There was hunching going on, man. Defo. Because that's how we get the twins later on. Because y'all are hunching. It wasn't a simple case. Because if it was, and here's the thing, if it was a simple case as well, if it was a simple case of, let's say even the twins, right? If it was a simple case of, we decided to, he wanted to help me out so I can have the twins, should have said it was a one-time only. We had the twins. That was it. But she doesn't say that, right? When it comes to the twins, our good sis, sorry. Let's see where we are. Sorry, let me go back to where we are. The clip with, right, okay. Okay, let's see what she talks about
deep
the twins.
discussion about what that would mean for him to be stepping up as a father to Cairo, and what it would look like as far as financial responsibility, helping out, being an active parent in his life, being present. And after much thought and consideration, I agreed to this proposition. Has acted as a father to Cairo. All right. So now as far as the twins, unlike Cairo, the twins were simply unplanned. If that needs to be spelled out for some people, Callie and Kamari are the results of natural, unplanned intercourse with absolutely no complexity surrounding parentage.
Now let's pause it right there. Okay? Y'all are hunching. Because see, if it was meant to be planned and a thingy, then it's a normal thing, right? But she said herself, it was unplanned. Y'all were hunching. Y'all were living together and y'all were hunching. Y'all were hunching. And remember what the ex-wife said, that Bri always wanted at least 2 kids before 30. Well, she's got it. I am not saying that Tyler is not responsible. Oh, no, he's going to be responsible and he's going to be paying. But it's a case of who trapped who. Oh, darling, you knew he was a cheater and a person who was not to be trusted. This is a person you knew not to be trusted. Okay? Right? You knew not to be trusted before. This guy is a liar and a cheat and a gaslighter. Right? And you were there hiding the secret at the day when you knew that her ex-wife, his actual fiance, came to the party. And y'all didn't tell her you didn't think that's
They were conceived before Cairo turned 1, and I fully admit, I have not always been the most comfortable with that truth, due to the fact that I've lived the majority of my life as a lesbian. Nonetheless, it is exactly that, the truth. Tyler was there with me the entire way, extremely supportive. We went to doctor's appointments together. We even were living together. He was there throughout my entire pregnancy, at the time of the delivery, and throughout my entire stay in the hospital after birth. He signed the birth certificates. He cut the umbilical cords. Yeah.
And that's where Tyler gonna get smoked, because what he really wanted, remember that they also went to the clinic because they originally were gonna get rid of it. No offense to anybody, they were gonna have an abortion at the time. So obviously that didn't happen. So they ended up kind of like doing what they're doing. Do you know what I'm saying to you in that space? So yeah, no. So it happens. You know what I'm saying to you? It happens. So in that space, again, like I said, it happened, but it's like, well, I'm asking that question, which is, why were y'all hunching? Like, you don't live that lifestyle. Because remember, also, she tells us that they were dating other people. This is what, okay, look, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my notes, because I want to put this part here, because they were dating other people. I want to see if I can find a clip for you guys. Yeah, they were meant to be dating other people, not meant to be doing what they were doing. So, like, how did y'all get to fall into having sex again? You know what I mean? Like, they were meant to be doing their own thing, living their own life. So, why are y'all hunching again? You know? Hunching like that, come on, man. Okay. And yeah, she got an Article 15 because she was still married to her ex-wife at the time. She was still married to her ex-wife at the time. So that's why
you guys had taken a pregnancy test that came back negative.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense.
She's
And
pregnant.
just to be, I mean, I know I'm shocked, we're shocked and everything, but just to be clear here, because you keep mentioning abuse, and I want to be sensitive to that. I don't want to just overlook that. But was the abuse emotional, or was it physical, or was it financial?
Physical. She has I'm trying not to make this about her because I know Tyler's a story and that's what people care about. But yeah, she has a history of abuse. I'm not the first one, you know. So yeah, it was physical abuse. The reason that I went out of town is and again, I don't want to make it about her, but she tried to kill me, literally.
See, we are here talking about Tyler. Listen, Tyler gonna get his day in court, but baby just told us she was about to be unalived, and we just went past it because we want to nail Tyler only. This is criminal. I don't know what. Do you know what I'm saying to you? What this woman just said is criminal. Like, yo, listen, we should nail Tyler to the cross. Listen, when he goes to the court on the 15th, I hope they nail him because he knows, right? He knows. But sis just told us that she was about to be unalived. Someone said story time with Ricky said the abuse was mutual. Well, she didn't come out and say it, so I can't. That's what Ricky said. But why didn't she come out and say it? Why didn't they ask Bri the question when they had opportunity? Right? I mean, listen, they interviewed her, so it's not on me to now think if Ricky was interviewing her, she should have interviewed her and asked her the question. Bri said that there's a big part of the story. That she said that she was almost unalived by her. She should have asked Bri, what happened with the abuse situation? You know what I'm saying too? But we didn't get that. I'm talking about the second interview. I'm not talking about the first interview. The second interview. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. The second interview. So when they did the second interview, they never mentioned the abuse situation with the ex-wife. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's like, why is Ricky saying it and not Bri? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Why is Ricky telling us what Bri said, but Bri didn't come out and say it herself? See, again, it feels like manipulation all over again. You see what I'm saying to you? It feels like manipulation all over again. So, because why is it that Bri is the one that's been accused of being the one that's almost unaliving somebody, yet it's Ricky coming to... Is Ricky her girl? Ricky's not her girl. Why is Ricky telling us? Ricky needs to... If she said the thing was mutual, they should have asked Bri on the live when they had an opportunity to ask her and say, hey, can you say it? Did you or did you not? Now, Monica, I need you to stop that, because if it was a man and a woman, we'd not be asking whether did they file a police report or not. We wouldn't be asking that, okay? When someone said they've been abused, we don't ask them that question and say, did you file a police report to try and prove it? You don't ask those questions. We don't usually ask those questions. Come on, sis. Come on. Be fair to the young lady. Come on. Be fair to the young lady. But, so, I'm wondering why they didn't ask her this question. They skipped past that. Now, I get it. It might have derailed. Listen, I totally get it. You're actually right. It might have derailed the thingy. But are we so bothered about Tyler to nail him to the wall when you already nailed him? We've done an interview with Simone. We've done an interview with Ricky already. They've already nailed him. And he's got a court date. They forget nailing him. It's a court date. There is a court date. So he can't even get away with it if he wants to. Forget us on the sphere. We don't need to answer. Like, don't worry about us on the sphere. They're going to nail him in court. He can run all he wants, but they're going to nail him in court. And it's got nothing to do with TikTok. Do you see what I'm saying to you? There's nothing that TikTok can do that's going to change that. They're going to nail him. He can run all he wants. If he runs the first one, they'll catch him a second time and a third time. He's going to be on a run. So my thing is, right? My thing is, again, you know, the ex-wife, they interviewed the ex-wife. So they could have asked her. So now coming out and then only Ricky saying it was both on the same level. I'm like, nah, she needs to come out and say it herself. She needs to say it herself. You know what I'm saying to you? That's my only issue. And like I said, I think Ricky and Jesse did a great job. I'm not questioning them. I want to make it very, very clear. I think Jesse and Ricky did an amazing job. We need more of what they're doing because they are opening us up to the real story of what happens. I want to say it again. Jesse and Ricky did an amazing job. All I'm doing is filling in some extra holes. I don't expect them to cover every single thing. But what I'm just saying is there's no way that I'm going to accept that Ricky says, oh, it was both the same way. But then don't actually let Bri come out and say it herself when her ex-wife has accused her on their live. Nah. She needs to come out and say it herself. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm saying. You know what I mean? So Ricky and Jesse, again, did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying to you? We're just filling in the other areas as well. You know what I mean? So shout out to them as well. We need more of that. And I can't wait to see more of them in next season.
Tried to kill me.
I'm going to mute TikTok because they will ban my ass.
I'm sorry. That's what I don't know how much
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Like, yeah.
I said I wasn't going to cry on here. So.
No, we're both very, very sorry. And we're not going to focus on that because that is very, very personal. And thank you for trusting us with that information. I think it takes a lot for you to come forward and say that, and then for you to see all this, this whole other side being said, but you have your side, and so just like we are terribly sorry, and we're very, very happy that you're not in that situation.
And if you heard Deshawn very clear, she said that's not even her first time. It's not Bri's first time. It's not Bri's first time. Apparently to Deshawn, what she said. Apparently, you know what I'm saying to you. Allegedly, she said it's not Bri's first time, which is why I'm saying to you that there's a lot of people that are lying. You know what I'm saying to you? A lot of things.
Anymore, and honestly, it sounds like you dodged a huge bullet. So we're really thankful that you're still here with us, and that like we're honored to even hear you say your side. So again, like apologies, and we really thank you for being brave enough to even share that. That is.
And thank you, someone in the chat. Someone's kind of the reason why it's important. Thank you. You've actually highlighted what it is. The reason why it was important is because I played a clip in the very beginning. In the very beginning, when Bryce says that the wife just left her, just left her all of a sudden after conceiving a child, after what, a month, she just leaves you? My God, what kind of evil woman is she to leave the wife that she's with after a month of having a sperm donor child? That is wicked. So of course the wife has to come out. Of course the ex-wife has to come out, because how can you drag my name in the mud, right? Knowing that you know that the relationship was not like that. How are you going to tell a story like I just left? That was not a story, right? Where was that accountability? Brad should have been like, I made, if Brad had said, listen, I made some mistakes. I did some things very, very wrong, and I have to make it up to my ex-wife. That's something that I've done. I have to cover that. If she had said it like that, then it's a different story. You know what I'm saying to you? At least then she said, oh, I've made a mistake. No, she was like, I got left. And Tyler came in. No. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's a horrible thing to go through, but the fact that you survived that, like, that's big.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, our heart goes out to you. But wow. So we're at the point now where you realize, okay, this was not the turkey baster.
Yeah, but I'm in love. I want my marriage. This is a baby we've been trying for months. I have my doubts on how he got here, but he's here, and I want to be a part of his life.
Yeah.
So we move forward as if we were going to raise this child together. But I just couldn't look at her the same. I'm at this point, I'm just I hate to say it, but disgusted because I married a lesbian, so I don't want you sleeping with men. Cheat on me with a woman if you're gonna cheat. But yeah, so we continue, but it's still little stuff. As she got pregnant, she got more attached to him, which of course you're pregnant with his child. And if you have feelings before, of course. So we're living in the same apartment complex. It was little things, that domestic tasks that she used to do. I mean, she's pregnant, but this is early in the pregnancy. And, it's like, oh, Tyler's going to come and empty the trash. Oh, Tyler's going to come do this. Tyler's like, so now Tyler's the man of her house.
So literally in that early form of that relationship, what we're seeing now, she's cheating. She was emotionally cheating, but hadn't got to. She has already physically cheated, but is now emotionally cheating, right? And so what I'm saying to you is that, you see, Tyler opened a can of worms when he lied on national television. Yeah, big boy Netflix. When Tyler came out and lied and said to Ashley, they're only sperm donor kids, right? When he came out and lied, if he had not lied, we would not be here. But if Bri had just said, you know what, I'm not gonna say anything either. Yeah, I'm not saying anything either. You know what? I'll take your ass to court. That's it. If Bri had just said, listen, I'm going to court and the court only, and left it there, that would have been it. But because Bri wants to come on and tell us her side of the story and try to make it as if the other part, that she was so clean, it also opened her up as well. Now we have to go, now your ex-wife comes in as well. Just like you did to Tyler, she's doing the same thing to you. And now she's like, wait, hold on a minute. You're not going to go on like you're innocent in this situation. Right? Don't go on like you're innocent in a situation, you know. Where's your accountability? You don't have no accountability. Acting like you, you know, we did this thing. We didn't make a choice. I agreed because I was abused. That's what she said. She didn't really have a choice. So Tyler's the first person that lied. He opened the biggest can of worms, right? He lies to Ashley. He lies on application, as you guys are saying. Very correct, right? Lied. But once Bri comes out and starts telling her story without actually acknowledging that she did stuff to the ex-wife, at that point, that can of worms is now opened.
And he would say little things. He would come over. He was supposed to be an uncle. He was not supposed to be involved. Yes. And I'm thinking, okay, we have a known donor, but we're in the military. So we're going to move. We're not going to be around him. We're fine. But he comes over and he says, I don't know how the conversation came up, but I said, well, what if he turns out gay? And Tyler said, he's going to come up to you guys and ask you guys, why is Uncle Ty keep punching me in my chest? And I said, you're not going to touch my child. It's not your child at all. So you don't get to do anything. But so I'm seeing her get it.
Tyler said this?
Tyler said that in my house, in the living room, on the floor. Yes. So as I'm watching her get more attached, I'm watching him get more attached. I can tell by the way he's talking about our child that he is seeing it as his child. But we still are moving on as a couple. We have go through the pregnancy together. She says that I left before Cairo was born. That's not true. I went on a trip to California because I was a stay-at-home mom. I'd already got out of the military at that point. I went on a trip to have like a baby room before I was going to be home with another child. And when I got back, it just so happened when she picked me up from the airport, she went into labor. It wasn't planned like that though. And she says that Tyler stepped up because I left, but
that's not true.
It's not. There's pictures of him holding.
Now let's pause right there. She said Bri said that you know Tyler stepped in because the reality was because obviously the ex-wife left. See, this is what I'm trying to say to you. That's why the ex-wife had to speak, because this ain't true. You know what I'm saying to you? Because it's not true, right? According to the ex-wife, anyway. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, let's go back. I can play a little bit of clip to play this to see what was said.
Yeah, no, he was not supposed to be a father to Cairo. I planned to have this child with a woman. I didn't feel the need like Kai needed a father figure. Like I have my dad. I have a lot of male friends. So no, he was not supposed to be a father figure. However, things were rocky between me and my now ex-wife. And she left very early on after Cairo's birth. Very early. Like I want to say a couple weeks after Cairo was born. Mm-hmm. She moved, I should say. She moved back to California. Mm-hmm. Tyler asked me. I did not reach out to Tyler.
So she's saying that listen to the story. It's very clear now. She's saying, hold on a minute. The situation that happened, okay, all right. A situation that happened was this. They conceive. The ex-wife, she says the ex-wife left, and then she changed it to no, she moved, right? They were rocky, then she moved. There's partly some truth there. And in that space, right, as they did that, then as the ex-wife is away, that's when Tyler stepped up. But the problem we have is the ex-wife said, that's not the story. The ex-wife is saying, that's not the story.
Tyler and ask him to step up, please step up and be Cairo's other father. In my mind, I was going to now be a single mom to one child. Tyler reached out to me. He said that he did not want Cairo to be raised by a single mom. And we had this conversation like, hey, okay, well, let me make sure you know you don't have children yet. So let me make sure that you know this means spending time with him. This means a financial responsibility. This means helping out, like picking him up from daycare, taking him to daycare. Like if you are stepping up as his father.
Listen, I hear it. He was meant to step up as a father. He ain't step up. Okay, all right. He was meant to step up. Okay, he was meant to step up. He ain't step up. All right, and it's very true. He was meant to step up. Now going back, she gonna tell you that ain't the truth. Let's go back. Let's see it.
Him get more attached. He's starting. I can tell by the way he's talking about our child that he is seeing it as his child. Yes, and I'm thinking, okay, we have a known donor, but we're in the military, so we're gonna move. We're not gonna be around him. We're fine. But he comes over and he says, I don't know how the conversation came up, but I said, well, what if he turns out gay? And Tyler said he's going to come up to you guys and ask him for anything. But so I'm seeing her get it.
Tyler said this?
Tyler said that in my house because I was a stay-at-home mom. I'd already got out of the military at that point. I went on a trip to have like a baby room before I was going to be home with another child. And when I got back, it just so happened when she picked me up from the airport, she went into labor. It wasn't planned like that though. And she says that Tyler stepped up because I left, but
that's not true.
It's not. There's pictures of him holding my newborn in Louisiana at her mother's house. That's where she did her maternity leave. And
so hold on a minute. When did he step up? A couple of weeks after when the wife left? Couple of weeks after the wife left?
We weren't done yet. We were still figuring out what we were doing at that point.
So it didn't take. So Bride didn't take long, right? Let's say he did message her. I'm not saying that Tyler didn't message her, by the way. I'm not saying Tyler didn't message Bride and tell her let me get involved in the kid's life. What I'm saying is, so hold on a minute. So he stepped up so quickly, and she was like, yeah, why not? Do you know what it involves? You know the ones there. It's a bit sticky still. A bit sticky still.
You said that as this drama was unfolding, like you were realizing some truths yourself. You were realizing like, oh, Tyler's been present in my son's life, and you're just now realizing now that all of this is coming out, right?
Yeah. I'm learning a lot. So it's super traumatizing because I've been in therapy after our relationship and things like that. And then I'm scrolling one day and I see my arch nemesis Tyler pop up on the screen because I didn't even watch Love is Blind.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So when she says that Tyler stepped up because you left, you're saying you left because you were doing your baby moon, right?
No. She said Tyler stepped up when I left for good.
Okay.
But Tyler was already involved. So I'm saying she pushed me out so that he could step up.
Now, my biggest thing is, and I think, Darla, you just kind of, I said this on the last live, but you kind of brought it back up again, right? I remember I said this on the last live. My last live, I said, it didn't make sense. I said, if she already has father figures, then why would Tyler need to step up? It's a sperm donor situation. So if you already have father figures, why would you want him to step up? Because you already got your situation going, and you're gonna find another woman, probably more than likely, to date. Like, Why do you want him involved? You get what I'm saying to you? Why would you want him involved? No, I get that he asked. I'm not saying that. I get that he asked, but why? You know what I'm saying to you? Because you are, again, lesbian. So why would you want to step up? Like, why would you want him to step up for you? Like, you know what I'm saying to you? You already have father figures in your place, right? Thank you, El Cid. Exactly. Because what we're really going for is ownership. If you notice the language, Bry uses very much possessive personal pronouns, right? My child. And I said this about when it came to DDG and with DDG and also Halle Bailey as well, that she uses personal pronouns, like she uses possessive personal pronouns. My is a possessive personal pronoun, right? And so when you say ours, it becomes a collective pronoun. Possessive still, but it becomes a collective aspect. If you listen to the ex-wife, she said our child. And I said, So obviously we know that what's going to happen later on is that it's going to end up becoming, okay, a court case. You know what I mean? Exactly, Natasha. She did not want to share the child with Deshaun. She had no intention of sharing that child with Deshaun.
Was he already living in the home?
No, I just found that out.
She just found out with all of us that they ever actually lived together.
Because there's pictures of me with the twins. I went to their house. Oh, well, yeah, now I'm learning it's their house. But when I was there, she told me that his sister had been living with her, helping with the kids, not him. She never said that.
And she's not lying. The sister was living with the kids. Oh, no, she's not lying about that. No, Bry's not lying about that. The kids were living with her. The sister was living with her because at the time, and this is where it's diabolical, Tyler had his sister and his daughter move in. Diabolical. Okay? Freaking bolical. Let me see where it is. Yes, let me go to the clip for you guys because he had his whole sister move in with Bry and his daughter as well. I was just like, what's going on? Why is this happening? We're gonna go here because the mom explains this.
Doing what he had to do, took her to the hospital, cut the umbilical cord. His mom and sister visited. His sister and her daughter lived with Brian Ty for a while. All this. So this is no sperm donor situation. They knew.
Yeah.
So his sister
took her to the hospital, cut the umbilical cord. His mom and sister visited. His sister and her daughter lived with Brian Ty for a while. All this. So this is no. So
what the ex-wife is saying is very true. Well, what Bry told her is partly true because what she did say is that the sister was living with them. So the sister did live with them, but so did he later on. Crazy work, right? Crazy works. Crazy works. All right.
So why do you think now we have Tyler on the show denying being an active father? If he was doing so much with her, scheming to take you out of the picture, why do you think he's doing that?
To me, it's just karma. Like, you chose that person and now they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But I will say that when we were in communication, she was complaining about him. The child support thing has been an issue from the beginning. When we were friends, he showed us his tax returns. He was making over 6 figures. And when the babies came, she would call me upset. I asked Tyler for money for a formula and he won't even give it to me. He said all he has is $50. That's not gonna do it. So this has been an issue from the very beginning. I don't know how active he's been over the years. Yes, there are pictures, but she's also called me and said, Tyler is an Instagram dad. He only comes around when there's a photo op. So yes, there are photos, but I don't know what her standard of an active parent is.
Well, in her story, she said that, I know you mentioned to me, like she said that you petitioned for custody of Cairo first, but you told me that she actually petitioned for Cairo a day before you petitioned. And
now that's important. That's really important. Why did Bry petition for custody of the children first? Why does she? And then why does the ex-wife also petition for the kid for full custody? I'm just gonna be real. Like, why does the ex-wife want to petition for full custody? What was that about? No wonder why she thanks Tyler for getting involved. Now, this is the part we need to get onto.
That's where this whole custody battle came into play, correct? And then, to be clear, as far as the twins are concerned, you guys were already divorced. You have no connection to the twins. They were never your children.
She conceived the twins while we were going through the divorce.
Right. So you have no parental rights over the twins. That was just a pure Tyler and her parents.
Yeah, that was a Tyler and her situation. Technically, I could have, in Maryland, if kids are born to in marriage, they're of that marriage. So technically, those are my kids too. But no, I have nothing to do with the twins. Those are their babies.
Okay, so going to this back here, because we need to go back slightly. Okay, here we go.
But things were very, very rocky for us. Soon after, my ex-wife petitioned the court for full custody of Cairo. It was then that things started to shift. Tyler, as my best friend, was there for me, helping me through this extremely, extremely tough time in my life. And for that, I'll always be thankful for him, and I wouldn't change a thing. Suddenly, one day I received a text from Tyler, and he asked me if I would be okay with him being a father to Cairo, because he did not want Cairo to be raised by a single mother as he had.
Sorry.
California. My ex-wife and I originally planned and agreed to co-parent as best as we could across the country. But things were very, very rocky for us. Soon after, my ex-wife petitioned the court for full custody of Cairo. It was then that things started to shift. Tyler, as my best friend, was there for me, helping me through this extremely, extremely tough time in my life. And for that, I'll always be thankful for him, and I wouldn't change a thing.
So obviously we know that Tyler obviously helped her. We know that Tyler obviously helped her to get full custody. So my question is, this would seem to be a mutual exchange, right? A mutual exchange, because you filed, well, the ex-wife said that you filed first, whichever, doesn't really matter. But either way, the thing that triggered it all is that the ex-wife filed for full custody. Okay? For full custody. And then Tyler helps you, right? Woo! Hey, listen, Nola, you're right. This is very true. This is very true. Now that would make sense as to why she went for full custody. Because I didn't understand why she would go for full custody. I'm thinking to myself, you know it's her child, so why would you want to go for full custody? You know that she had that child with Turkey Baster and etc. Why go for full custody? Maybe it is abuse, or maybe it is like, as someone else said, I love this point or two, which is it could be the ex-wife could have been pissed off and thought to herself, you know what, with Bright openly cheating, you know, why not take it off her? You know what I'm saying to you? It's true, it could be that. You know, it could be that. I don't know. It could be that. So it could be that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It could be that. I hear it. You know what I mean? I don't know the exact reason why. But the ex-wife petitioned for full custody. I'm not sure why she did that, but she did. Okay. Last little bit I want to focus on. Last little bit. Okay.
So, have you been in contact at all with Bri, like, since?
I think it was just a lot to bite off, probably, to have all these kids. I know that neither one of them were expecting twins. And even it went as far as she had an appointment at the clinic and just couldn't go through with it to not have the kids. So
kind of just downplay the relationship to you, like,
absolutely. I agree that she says that she was struggling with her identity as a lesbian. I can completely understand that. So, and I've told you this, that while Tyler was there being a father to our child, she was still trying to get back with me. So I think it's always been a tug of war between her feelings for Tyler and her feelings for me. So I can definitely see her downplaying it to me. She didn't even want to tell me that the kids had his last name. But as I've revealed to you, they have his last name, but she named him after my daughter. So it's this, she's confused.
You know, I've watched that scene 100 times and I have not heard what she said. But today I've heard what she just said. Oh my God, diabolical! What do you mean, blood? Are you crazy? That is diabolical! Oh my God! Yo, that is diabolical. What do you mean? Hold on a minute. No. We're not gonna skip past that. I don't be. You know what? I tried to hear it earlier on. I wrote down the notes, but I didn't write down what it said because I couldn't figure out what it said. But now I've heard it for the 5th time. My God, diabolical. Listen to this again.
Definitely see her downplaying it to me. She didn't even want to tell me that the kids had his last name. But as I've revealed to you, they have his last name, but she named him after my daughter. So it's this, she's confused.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that you gave the kids the last name of Tyler, but you named the child after your own daughter? I'm sorry. If a man did this, we would be looking at him like he wants to kill you. We'd be saying to you that he's a narcissist, he's this, he's that. We would be calling that man all types of name underneath the sun if a man decided to name his child after... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is going... You know what? Oh. Oh. Hey, yo. Sorry. Woo. Woo. Like I said, you got 2 people that are liars. This is what I said to you. You got 2 people that they're liars. Right? They're liars. Both of them. Liars. And this is what I was saying, that because they're both liars, look, we can nail Tyler all we want. We got it. We got it. Listen, nail Tyler all you want, because he deserves to be nailed. And when he goes to court on the 15th, he ain't getting away scot-free. Okay? But now, you mean to tell me No, we have to listen to it one more time. We have to listen to it one more time. We have to listen to it one more time. My God. One more time.
Tug of war between her feelings for Tyler and her feelings for me. So I can definitely see her downplaying it to me. She didn't even want to tell me that the kids had his last name. But as I've revealed to you, they have his last name, but she named him after my daughter. So it's this, she's confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to the story.
A lot of layers. So can we kind of revisit Tyler's other relationships, just from what you know? Because Ricky has done such a good job at uncovering other women come forward, saying that he owed them money.
It's diabolical. Listen, looking after kids, not looking after your kids, diabolical. I'm not gonna even fight you on that. Diabolical. Naming your child, I don't care what you say. You can say she was confused. That is a reason why. Yes, I agree. She was confused. I won't even. Hey, let's go with it. It's still diabolical. It is very diabolical. It's just a different type of diabolical to not look after your kids. At least she's looking after the kids, but it's diabolical. It is diabolical for you to name your daughter after, have the last name of the man that you're doing a thing with, but then to name her after, oh! So whose child was it? Was it meant to be his child? So now, wait. Is it meant to be Tyler's child? Because if it's meant to be child, we know it's Tyler's child. Hold on. Pause. Are you mad? Listen, hold on. We're gonna pause it. Pause. So the twins. No, we have to understand this. The twins are meant to be Tyler's children. They are, right? They conceived them. But you named them, gave them the last name of Tyler, and then named it after Bree, after Deshaun's daughter. You can't make this up. 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 This is why I said if Bri had just stayed in the... Bri just needs to keep quiet and zip it and take the man to court. That's all she needs to do. But when you come out and you've got skeletons in the closet too, oh, darling. What? So you have skeletons like this and you should have just kept quiet. See, this is what I'm trying to say to you. You should have let him do whatever he's doing because we don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying to you? We don't know who you are until you come out. Right? Him saying 3 sperm donor kids, we didn't know who you were until you come out. And then when you come out and you tell your story, hey. It's crazy.
You said something earlier about there was a time when Tyler was making a lot of money. Was he a national security officer? What was Tyler's job?
He was a security guard at a nuclear plant. What my understanding of it was.
Hey!
But he had to.
Yeah, we knew he was a security guard. He was no more than a security guard.
So that's why he was like so proud.
And then also you said that Bri would tell you like that she would ask him for formula and he wouldn't pay it. Which now I'm thinking, okay, because we don't know. Well, I don't know whether he gets married to the woman that he's engaged with on the show.
So Tyler was having money problems from early. We never really know that as well. The mother said it, she said it, everybody said it. You know what I'm saying to you? So everyone said the exact same thing. You know, it's you know, listen, hey, we don't know. He owes people money. So someone said, did he even go to work? We don't even know. Okay, so I want to go to this part here because they're going to talk about the custody battle.
Actually supporting that because there are children involved who no longer have their father.
And then we do have Deshaun here who's confirming, no, he was like, he pushed her out of the marriage to be, that's what you've been saying, right?
No. Let's rephrase that. Tyler didn't push her out the marriage. Let's not put everything on Tyler. Tyler didn't push her out the marriage. Her wife pushed her out the marriage. Okay? Let's put it where it needs to be put. Okay? Tyler didn't do anything. Let's just go back. Hold on.
Supporting that because there are children involved who no longer have their father.
And then we do have Deshaun here who's confirming, no, he was like, he pushed her out of the marriage to be, that's what you've been saying, right?
Yeah.
100%. When we went to court, he added himself to our custody battle and said, look, I've been around. I'm his biological father, and I've been around from the beginning. And they even lied and said that I'd never been involved.
Wait. I'm sorry.
So they lied. So no, listen. It's on both of them. So Bri also lied against you. This is what I'm trying to say to you. We need to stop making Bri as if she's this victim. She's not a victim. She's also well, we can call her a victim too, but she's a manipulator. They are all lying. This is what I keep telling you. They are all lying. We don't listen. They are all lying. Okay? They are all lying, darling. Okay? If Bri went to the court case and denied that you were even a part of that child's life and just said you didn't do anything, then they're all lying, sis. Okay? Bri is the one that pushed you out of the marriage. I can't push out your own marriage. You know what I'm saying, Z?
Battle and said, look, I've been around. I'm his biological father, and I've been around from the beginning. And they even lied and said that I'd never been involved.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. He fought you for custody?
Yeah. He helped Bri win it's not his fault that they won, but because they teamed up against me, I got nervous. And yeah, so yes, he went against me in court to get Cairo just to not take care of him.
Because it wasn't about him. You see, because I don't think it was about him. Okay, because it wasn't about Tyler. See, Tyler wasn't helping to get Cairo for himself. No. Okay, I don't think Tyler was doing it for himself. He was doing it for Bri. Right? Bri needed him to help. He got involved and helped her. Because she said, Tyler, being a good best friend, decided to step up and help me fight the court case. Did he? It sounds like you recruited him. It sounds like you recruited him because you both were happy to lie. Why would you want to go along with it and push out the ex-wife? Why not say, listen, actually, do you know what? I don't want you out of the child's life completely, but you know what? We can fight for, mutual custody. How do you call it? How do you call it? Custody? Half custody? I don't know how you pronounce it. I do apologize. I don't know the terms. You know what I'm saying to you? Right? in the end, old girl quit it. You know? Right? So none of this has been fair play. You know? None of this is fair play. Listen, this November 15th, I feel they might nail him, but unless we don't know. We'll see what happens. Bree knew what she was doing.
Did not claim him, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was the part of Bry's video where she says he helped me out and I'll forever be thankful for it.
No, Ricky, he didn't help her out. They lied. Okay, thank you, joint custody. They lied. He didn't just help her out. They willingly lied to get her out. You get what I'm saying to you? So Tyler was just helping Bri out. That's what he was doing. Right? But by doing that, he legally became... Ooh, I hope he's got a good lawyer, because maybe he can get off it. If he's got a good lawyer, he may be able to get off it. But if he ain't...
But Bry's stance is that he helped her because Deshaun petitioned for full custody, and that's why he helped her. But Deshaun's stance is that Bry petitioned for full custody first.
Yes, and
so now I get it. I didn't get it before. Now I get it. What happened? Oh, that's diabolical. Oh, that's diabolical. Oh, that's diabolical. Oh, that is freaking-bolical. I did not understand it, but now I understand it now. I was wondering why the ex-wife wanted to file for full custody, but then she said that Bri filed for full custody first. Now I get it. So Bri didn't just file for, joint custody. She filed for full custody. Do you know how diabolical it is for you to file for full custody knowing that you've named one of your twins after the woman that you... Oh, it's just diabolical. There's nobody clean here. Okay, there's nobody clean here. Nobody is clean here. Nobody is clean here. They're all manipulators and liars.
So I think that was the part of Bry's video where she says he helped me out and I'll forever be thankful for it. But Bry's stance is that he helped her because Deshaun petitioned for full custody, and that's why he helped her. But Deshaun's stance is that Bry petitioned for full custody first.
yes, and while
So here's what Deshaun is saying. She's saying, right, that Bri filed for custody first, but she filed as full custody. So in a sense, what she's saying is, I retaliated to the full custody by also going full custody. Crazy. Oh yeah, sorry, I confused things. The name thing, I apologize. The name thing, I confused them. Sorry, my bad. The name thing, I confused that. You're right. I apologize. You're right. The name thing. Thank you, Spice for Life. I did confuse the name thing. You're right. The name thing hasn't arrived yet. I do apologize. On this part, you're right. Sorry, I apologize. Timing, I got the timing mixed up a little bit. You're right about that. Apologies. On that name things later on. But for this one, Cairo, on this situation, on this situation, the reason why she filed, now I get, because I didn't understand what the filing was for. I was like, why is she filing full custody? But it's because Bri had already filed for full custody first. So now Tyler gets involved, because I'm guessing now, once the next day that old girl files for full custody, to make it a sure bet, once Tyler gets involved, it's a sure bet. Ooh. 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 It's looking very dangerous right now. It's looking very dangerous right now. It's looking very dangerous right now.
Tyler was involved with our son, she cut all communication. I could not. I was emailing, calling. I called her first sergeant in the Army. I did everything I could. She told her Army leadership that.
Now I remember this, but now now we got more gravitas now, because now we're hearing Deshaun saying that she also was X'd out. This is looking diabolical. This is looking diabolical. Because now it makes sense. Because now she's also been iced out too. She can't communicate with the kid, can't communicate with the child. And you're right, yeah, if Deshaun had gone to the... Because remember, the only reason why... And Deshaun said it, she said, I could have won, but you know what the reality was? When he got involved, yes. But actually, the reality was because she dropped out. It's making sense. It's making sense. It's making sense. So what you're telling me right now is that she filed and she filed back, but she could have won, but because yes, if she could have proved the DB, if she can prove that, it's long, right? It's long because it's very hard to win a case against a biological mother. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So it would have to be something like drugs or abuse or something like that before they can win. Oh, crazy.
She doesn't care what they say. If she doesn't want me to see the kids, then she doesn't have to, and they can kick her out of the Army if that's what they want to do. She made sure that there was no possible way. I even asked my lawyer, if I go to the daycare and pick him up, will I get in trouble? Because I am legally his parent. But right. Yeah.
So we have questions for Bri. Why is your ex-wife iced out? We have questions for Bri. Why is your ex-wife X'd out of Cairo's life? That's what we need to ask. We've got questions. We need to know. Why is it that Bri X'd out the ex-wife from being able to see the kids according to what the ex-wife is saying? Right? Because we out here calling Tyler a whole liar, and he is. He's proven to be a liar. Now, Bri, are you one too? Because it's looking like it. Of course she's gonna say. Of course she'll say that. El Cid. She'll definitely say that. Definitely. But that's what a liar would say. Damn.
So how has that left you feeling? The fact that this is a child that was born into your marriage, and you have had to just basically move on with your life as if this isn't your son.
It's hard. It's definitely hard because he was going back and forth between California. My whole family knows him. I have family members I haven't seen in a long time, and they're like, "Wait, don't you have 2 kids?" So this whole reliving all of this has been hard. I've definitely had some tears and things like that.
Well, let's pause right here because we got a deadbeat dad. No. We got really talk about it. We got a deadbeat dad, and we got Bri making sure. Well, she won the court case anyway. Who made sure that her ex-wife couldn't see her child. So we got a deadbeat dad, and we got somebody who wanted to be the second mom, but you X him out.
Because the only way that I could cope was just to ignore the situation. So now seeing that he his life and things like that, it's hard. It's definitely hard. I have this chain right now. It has his name on it. I've never forget him, and I'm gonna cry. But yeah,
she's definitely hurt.
So it's hard.
Sorry, I don't think us.
And we're so focused on trying to nail Tyler. Listen. No, Tyler, but I think we could have opened this up for more. I'm just saying, maybe they'll have a third. Maybe Ricky and Jesse will have a third interview, and maybe they can break it down with her because she needs to answer for the crimes. Yeah, because Tyler on the 15th is answering for some crimes. We need Bri to come up and answer to the crimes. There needs to be an answering for the crimes that have gone on here. Okay, there's been some crimes here.
As the viewers even just are beginning to understand how deeply rooted this is. Because even just before you said that, I didn't make that connection. I don't know if you did, Ricky. I didn't make that connection until just talking to you just now. I'm like, oh my God, this is her son too.
Yeah.
Her son.
Yeah, she's on his birth certificate.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I know that Bry's side has like a different perspective of why the marriage broke up. Do you want to talk about that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they believe what they believe, but she comes from a toxic family. She learned those habits from somewhere. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to make this me and her story or whatever. But like when I told you what.
You know what we need to do? Hey, someone link me up with Deshawn. I want to get her on. I want to interview her. Somebody get me Deshawn's details. Somebody get me in touch with Deshawn right now. There's 700 people on this live. Somebody get me Deshawn's details. I want her to come and tell her story. Because we're already here. We are already here. We need to hear the whole story. Okay? We need to hear the whole story. I need somebody who has access to Deshawn. If you know who Deshawn is and you know somebody who knows her, get her in touch with me. You know my email, you know my Instagram. It's littleblackbird91. Go and get her so we can come and have a real conversation, because we need to have the whole conversation. We need to have the whole conversation. The whole conversation. You understand? Someone get me her details. I know that Jessie was there. No, I want to go directly through. I want it to be a me and her thing. I don't want Jessie to ask her, because I feel that's a bit round the way. I want it to be a direct. You know what I'm saying to you? It's me asking. You know what I'm saying to you? You feel me? Yeah. I want her to know that we've arrived. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah.
She did to me why I went out of town. Her mom, she called her mom upset. You know, my wife won't come home. She said she's scared of me. Her mom laughed. Like, she's scared of you. What? Like, that's stupid. So they've never, and I told you, her mom never wanted her to be gay. So they've never supported our union. They're going to do anything to make her look good. And her coming forward with her truth, and it being that I randomly left and Tyler came in to save the day because I abandoned my family. I honestly think she believes that.
I feel like she kept it vague on purpose because she was trying not to make the story about herself.
Yeah,
that's what I got from it. Like, she's keeping it very vague on why you left, and because she doesn't want to focus too much on that. She wants to keep it focused on Tyler, because Tyler is who we're worried about here. And at the end of the day, he had children. He went to custody, pushed you out of the picture to claim custody of this child who he is now publicly not claiming. Yeah. You know, and then as far as the twins go, like, he took the narrative for Cairo and tried to apply it across the board when the shoe doesn't fit for the twins, because you weren't even in the picture for the twins. Yeah. So I think that was her stance, right? Like, let's keep it on Tyler in that he's basically a deadbeat who abandoned his children, which that seems to be the truth.
Nah, but Ricky, come on. I hear it. It was true, but he didn't need to. But the whole point is that while she told her story, she did not tell her the story the way it needed to be told, because she told it in a way that the ex-wife looks implicated as a bad person. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? That's why I said she just kept quiet, you know, and should just kept quiet and just let Bry should have gone straight to the courts and handle business. You know what I mean? She's gone. That's why. Because now we know both of them are liars. And you know, I was saying that Ricky was backing her. I understand it. Yeah, I think because Ricky has a relationship with her, I think that's why. I think Ricky has a relationship with her, and that's why she's backing her like that. But for me personally, it's like, I don't see that way. You know what I mean? What I see is that somebody just told us our whole backstory, but we're too focused. I feel like we're a bit focused on Tyler only, which is cool. But now we have more story to explore. So it's not for them to do it. They've already done the great work. Again, Jesse and Ricky have done great work. They've laid a foundation. But when I'm listening to it, I'm like, well, since you guys already got that cornered, Tyler's already done. He smoked him out. We got to smoke out the rest of the story because you had this lady on the conversation. You know what I'm saying to you?
Truth here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Legally though, Cairo still belongs to you.
No. In the divorce, so I got out the army because I was struggling with depression and things like that. So you can imagine somebody trying to take your child from you, how depressed you're going to be. During this time when she cut all communication with my son, I told you she had raised my daughter from 10 months to 3 years old. She cut all communication with our daughter.
Oh. It's looking a little techie. I didn't even hear this the first time. So wait a minute now. I'm telling you, there's lies everywhere, bro. There are liars everywhere. Everywhere you look. Listen.
So I got out of the army because I was struggling with depression and things like that. So you can imagine somebody trying to take your child from you, how depressed you're going to be. During this time when she cut all communication with my son, I told you she had raised my daughter from 10 months to 3 years old. She cut all communication with our daughter. So I'm trying to, my daughter's like, where's my mom? You know? And we're
And I'm still judging the ex-wife. I don't know if you guys heard that. So, Bri also raised... You can't make it up. You can't make the super story up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up, can you? You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Man. So you mean to tell me that you had a child 10 months before, because Deshaun's child is not with her, had a child with her thing months before, yeah? And then, in that situation, okay, raised the child to 3. And then when she cut off communication with the ex, she didn't want to see the kid at all. But then I'm also asking, well, Deshaun, why would you want her to see your kid? Because she's been abusive to you. You know what I mean? Yeah? Like, she's been abusive to you. So why do you want her to see the kid? That would be my pushback. You know what I mean? That would be my pushback. You know what I'm saying to you? My only pushback would be, I know she looked after your child till 3, but she was abusive. So why do you want her to be there? Damn. Whoo! It's not looking good though.
Where's my brother that I just had? I'm depressed. I'm trying to fight this battle with the baby, but I'm so depressed I couldn't take care of my own kid. So my mom's having to step in and help me, and I just couldn't do that anymore. And at the end of the day, I just felt like I had to do what was right for my son and my daughter. And although she is abusive, she's never touched our kid. So I knew he was fine. And Tyler is around and things like that. So, hey, you want me out of the picture? I literally could not mentally handle the fight anymore. I cried on the phone, not knowing these are billable hours with my lawyer so many times.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that adds up. Mm-hmm. And they'll let you cry too.
Oh.
And then
well, Deshaun, you don't need to cry to them. Listen, I only charge $75. You know what I'm saying? So you don't be over there. Come and let me counsel you a little bit. You know what I mean? I won't charge as much as a lawyer's charging. You will go broke if you go there crying. Come, let me listen a little bit to what you're saying. You know? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Crazy. 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 All right. Last few minutes.
I was my best friend, but no. So I did end up reaching out to my lawyer and letting him know that I was going to agree to what she wanted, which was for me to give up my rights to our son. He was against it, but I just could not handle fighting her. And during that time, before she cut communication, she was already it was hard for me to see him. She would only let me see him if he was sick and she couldn't miss any more work, or just when it was an inconvenience for her. But any other time, she wouldn't let me see him. I had to beg. And I knew that was going to be our life for the rest of our life. That she was the type of woman that if I was like, okay, I'm coming to Maryland, I'm going to spend the summer with him or something, that she would fly them to Louisiana. That's the type of woman I was dealing with. And I didn't want.
So we got no. We have to ask Bri serious questions now, because she's talking about how she gave so much access to Tyler and did everything for Tyler to be able to see her. But you'd have to be so much access. But then when it comes to Deshaun, you don't want to give her the access. We got questions for Bri. No, Bri has to answer some real questions, because if you going to hold Tyler to a whole thing and then you block the other woman from being able to see her kid, you got to ask questions. I don't know. You know what I'm saying to you? What's the real truth about that? We need to get to the bottom of that. Did you stop her from seeing the kids? Does Deshaun have some receipts? That would be very helpful if she does. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm just saying, because okay.
Want to put him through that. So I just bowed out. And he looks happy, and I'm okay. I'm happy with that.
So
I regret it, but yeah.
how old was Cairo when you bowed out and then Tyler assumed his father role? Because we heard Bryce say that he asked to be a father,
Right.
like he asked to step up. So how old was Cairo at that point?
I don't know how old Cairo was when we filed. It was so, and again, I tried to like block all this out. So it's, and the timeline is just super murky because I left and then I flew back to Maryland and then I left again and I was going to come back to Maryland. It's just all over the place. She spent time in California. But Cairo was very young.
Is it toddler?
Because
No, not even a toddler.
the twins were, she said Cairo wasn't even one when the twins
Yeah.
were conceived. So it and you weren't around when the twins were conceived or born. I know that's like a 1 year difference, but like, so it seems like Tyler assumed the role as Cairo's father
before the age of 1. Yeah.
very young.
Yeah. I only found out that Tyler was involved in his life because I got his medical records for the divorce. I was trying to show the judge something. And in the notes, it said the nurse had wrote that the baby was at the appointment with mom and dad. That's when I knew that he was around. I didn't know what to this extent, but yeah, so probably 10 months or so when she cut all communication and everything ended.
Damn. So after 10 months, she cut all communication with her ex-wife. God damn. Well, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all because what is going on? Ay.
We all fell out and stuff. So she's pregnant with Cairo. Tyler and me had a conversation and I asked him now one-on-one, what's going on with you in my life? And he says, nothing's ever happened, but I will say during one of our threesomes, she did sit in the corner and masturbate, but she didn't join.
I don't believe that.
At all. I don't believe it.
I don't even believe it. And I don't even know y'all like that. I just don't believe it. No.
So Tyler never admitted to you that he actually slept with Brian.
Never.
And Brian never admitted that she actually slept with Tyler until
Never.
her statement yesterday.
But she's still not saying it as far as Cairo is concerned.
That's true.
She left that very. She didn't
Yeah.
specify how Cairo was conceived, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
she does say she's had difficulty. She does say like when it comes to Cairo, it's a touchy thing because she's always had difficulties with how she identifies. That she's always been lesbian. So she does keep the Cairo stuff kind of very murky when it comes to like how Cairo came about.
right.
Yeah, and if she keeps it murky, guess what? She done did it. You know what I'm saying to you? Because if you know it was turkey baster, you can only say, no, it's turkey baster. You'd say with your whole chest. The fact that it's murky tells us that she done cheated. Okay. It's not very hard to do deduction. Now, would that hold it up in a court of law? Probably not. But it doesn't take much to get that idea, right? If the person can't be clear on it, you ask them a question. Hey, look, did you do the turkey baster? And she goes, yeah. But if you ask her and she's a bit not really sure, then we already know that it wasn't a turkey baster. They slept together, which means she cheated on her wife. You know what I'm saying to you?
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
And I think part of that is because she knew, okay, I was married at the time.
Yeah.
As well, you know, and he was engaged at the time.
And she's still in the army. So if she admits that she cheated on me, so in the army you get Article 15 when you get in trouble. She got an Article 15 for getting pregnant while she was married to me with the twins. I don't know how long she can get in trouble.
What do that mean? What do the Article 15 mean?
Because in the army we have our own law. So that's when she got a charge basically. If it was civilian, she got a charge for adultery in the military because she got pregnant with the twins while she was married to me, and they knew that we were going through a divorce. So I don't know if she could still get in trouble for that, but that could be a reason why she's not admitting to cheating on me.
Makes sense.
Right. That makes sense.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
I did not know that about the army. Somebody in the comments that's saying yes, the army is very strict.
Well, it makes sense why she has to lie about certain things. Okay, look. My time is up, my guys. Listen, my time is up. Listen, you know what? Look. This is a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one, isn't it? It is a difficult one. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? Like, let me be real with you. This is a very big situation, you know. Listen, I just wanted to bring another side of the story. I thought to myself, let me go back over the work that they've already done. Okay, all right. And I think that there's more to the story than it actually is. And I'm just going to hold my arms like this because the bicep's looking really good. That's all. But what I would say is that this situation has more holes in it than whatever cheese got hold in it. I don't know what cheese got hold in it, but you know what cheese got holes in it. You know what I'm saying to you? But yeah, so I'm just saying, I don't know. Yeah, this is you just, yeah, go be careful. It's a Swiss cheese, thank you. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say it again. Listen, we're gonna stay hot on the trail. I will try and get Deshaun. I would love to have Deshaun on here. I can't lie to you. I'll try and get Deshaun on here, and have a conversation, because I would love to have her perspective as well. You know, because I think that's a real conversation. I think her side needs to get out completely. We need to go deeper. We need to be able to understand. But Bree also needs to come out and be able to like, yo, this is also what I did, because it's not fair to only have one side. Do you get what I'm saying to you? It's not fair to only have one side when you've come out and you kind of outed the other person. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So, whew. Like I said, everybody lying in part 2. You know what I'm saying to you? Make sure you do, guys, like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you. We had 700 of you guys in this room. I appreciate this, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate this as well. Those of you who are watching the replays, shout out to you. Shout out to for hell to the nah for the full 99. We thank you. Appreciate you. Honestly, God bless you as well. We appreciate that as well. Thank you. Always appreciate when you guys do that as well. Okay. Yeah. Look. I will see what I can do, okay? I will see what I can do. But I appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. We'll see you again very, very soon. It's crazy in the dunya. Make sure you join the 100 Club as well. Link down below in the description box. Yay!